Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So this is part 4, yes, God, I almost lost it there, of my visit to Kibworth Antiques Centre in Leicestershire. If I haven't said before, I think I have. It's between Market Harborough and Leicester. So if you want to go that way, it's a good place to go. And it's a nice big antique centre as well. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, this just plows on. There's so much glass, and in this one there's a bit more Whitefriars than I've been showing before, and yeah, and a few other interesting bits and pieces that I've not seen before as well. So let's get on and have a look at the glass, eh? Look at this. This is quite nice. End of day. No, this is a bohemian piece. Little rose bowl. It looks like Fanfare, but I don't think it is. Yeah, that is quite cool. Yeah, I think that pretty certain that's bohemian. I will have a go at trying to track it down, but I don't think I'll be in. I'm looking at the Kralik glass website here, and I think it's Franz Wels. I think I said that. And this is one of their colour patterns, the red, yellow, black. It comes different. Look, this one's got really big blobby bits, and some of them more stretched than others. This one's a bit more, it's not consistent, because you have to remember this pattern is made by basically you have a piece of glass that you're blowing, you sprinkle the colours onto a metal base, it's little chunks of glass, you roll your piece of glass that you're going to blow into it and fuse it in back in the furnace, and then you blow it. So it's a very random effect, and you can get variations depending on at what point in the blow when you put it on, and how the mix of colours attaches to the piece of molten glass. But they did make rose bowls like this, with the like part of the vase being the foot. But I have, and you can see, look, here's another one piece with a foot. I haven't found one that's exactly like this one, but the fact is that they were blowing feet as part of the whole thing in the mould. So these are blown into mould to create this shape, and they're using this colorway. So I'm reasonably happy that it's Franz Wels, and that would make it pre-war. They were making this type of glass from about 1890 to 1940. Yeah, these are interesting. I've seen this before. It says there, Ravenhead Siesta bark. I don't think they are. I think they're something better than that. I'm not certain. I think they might be from Finland, like Nutaraji or whatever it is, or Italia, or one of those. I think, yeah, don't think that's right. I think they're better than what they're labelled as, and I will try and pin those down. So I do know that those tumblers are not Ravenhead. It said Ravenhead Siesta. This is Ravenhead Siesta, and clearly, in fact, those glasses were better quality. And yeah, if they were Ravenhead Siesta, you wouldn't get £22 for them. You'd get £3-4 for a pair, something like that. Yeah, they're so common. They were giving them away at petrol stations with your petrol. If you bought so much petrol, you'd get free glasses. And yeah, so they were literally throwing these out the door in the 70s. So they're very common and not high quality. Now they're made by Goebel. And I've not heard of this company before, so I've been trying to punt around and find out a bit more about it. And so I've got conflicting information here. Goebel design ice bar, Scandinavian style barware made in Italy. That doesn't seem right. And then I've got this one here. Goebel, blah, blah, blah. It says it's made in Germany. So Goebel's still going today. I've been through their sites, and yeah, they don't. I can't find any tableware in there. Most of it is decorative items, not tableware, figurines and vases and stuff like that, and most of it's pottery. So I don't know what's going on there, and their website is terrible. I've been wading through it, it says glass on here, but try and find the glass actually by going through it. It's all over the place. So yeah, but it is a German company. I do know that. If I didn't translate things into English, and when you've got names like Rosina Bachmeister, yeah, that's as German as Kaiser Porcelain, and yeah, it's as German as you can get. Goebel Italia, that's worker for German. So anyway, so I think it is German, but I haven't been able to really pin down any details on it. Here, really funny here, there's the same carnival glass thistle ones from the other side, but also here, pretty certain I recognise. I think this is Stuart Crystal. Oh no, it's got something else written on it. I'm going to have to pull that down and have a look. Yeah, it's really funny. It's the same jug and bowl that we saw in the previous video, just with better lighting this time. So as I said before, it's made by Green & Co in Sunderland, England. It dates between 1878 and the mid 1880s. So yeah, it's funny because I think I've seen this once before, and now I'm seeing two sets, in fact, not just a jug or a bowl, but a jug and bowl, two sets, twice in the same place. Really weird. Pulled it down. Never seen the label that's on here before. It's Webb Corbett. They've actually labelled it as Webb Corbett, but it says Webb Corbett 89. I've never seen that before. That's quite interesting. I'm going to see if I can find out more about that label. We're looking at the replacements.com website, and yeah, so there's no date for it. So the pattern is called Clifton, but there's no start date. It just says it's discontinued. But this is the pattern. It's Clifton. Can you see here? It's exactly the same. That bowl with a pedestal on it is not here though, but this is the cut pattern, and it's even got the scalloped edge like the bowl that we were looking at. And it's a whole range of glass. You can see there's glasses, and there's little biscuit barrel, vases, dessert bowls, and all sorts of bits and pieces that go with it. I did try to find that mark, the Webb Corbett 89 mark, and I didn't find it. But I did find this very interesting website here with marks for Webb. And lots of marks. It's about glass marked Webb, old, new, confusing marks, and it's very interesting. So it's got a few marks on here I've not seen before. So I'm going to keep a record of it, and I'll give you a link to this. But yeah, interesting little find there. The trinket set back here. Looks like it's the whole trinket set with the candlesticks and everything. Not seen, this is an unusual one. I've not seen it before with these diamonds on it. At the base of the tray. I'm going to try and find that one because that's me. And I just don't like a little mystery like that. We're looking at the glasstrinketsets.com website, and the pattern we were looking at is made by, or the trinket set we were looking at is made by Bagley, and it's called Ilkley 1233. And yeah, it's a bit of a mix and match one in that so we had the two big candlesticks, not the small ones, two of these little pots, no ring holder, and a big pot. is from 1933 to 1959. So I think what you get depending on, because these candlesticks are clearly bigger than these ones, so they're going to use up more space on the tray, so you're not going to get everything on all the time, I don't think. So yeah, I think it depends. This one here is showing you the whole lot though, with the big candlesticks, and it looks like from what they're showing here, there's quite a few different colours. You've got amber, you've got blue, clear and frosted blue, and oh, you've got pink as well, frosted, white. Is that white frosted or is that blue frosted? Don't know, not sure. They're not showing any green frosted though. So, but there's a few variations on it, and I don't think the intention is that you buy the whole set in one go, because I don't think it would fit on the tray.
These people are being cautious. Got this says French question mark frosted bowl with cherries on. It's got some age to it because the nozzles have been, the frosting's worn off on them. So let's try and find that.
So I've thrown everything at trying to find the glass cherry bowl, and yeah, no luck. Which explains why they don't know either. I've searched and searched. I've been through everything in eBay. I've thrown names at it, everything I can think of, and it's just not appeared. Which means it's not a very common one, because there are a lot of cherry bowls out there, but not that particular one.
Things in here. Home Guard. Stuart Crystal there, Comport, and you've got this Davidson boat, which I've never seen before, so this is what I'm going to look for. I've never seen that before, and it'll be in the catalogue, so I'll get a pack.
This book is Miller's 20th Century Glass by Andy McConnell, and here we are. Here's the ice bucket we were looking at. What he says here, the date he's got here is 1937, but he says it was produced in 1937 and then again in 1954 to 75. It was designed by Per Lukin. You can see it originally had a little metal bit in the bottom for the ice to for the water to drain underneath the ice, and also it would come with tongs as well, according to this, because it's got two prices. It's got £50 for it without the tongs and drainer, and then £100 with the tong and drainer. However, this book's almost 25 years old, and Scandinavian glass has been in the ascendant for the last 25 years, and so £50 is probably not that high a price, and the one that was for sale was £40, so that seems like a very reasonable price then. This is the Stuart Crystal 1938 catalogue, downloaded from the Stuart Crystal Collectors Facebook group, and this is the comport here. All we've got is a number 24603. I think they carried on making it after the war as well. Yeah, sweet dishes and comports. There it is. We're looking at the Davidson 1940 catalogue, downloaded from the 20th Century Glass.com website. And yeah, I was a little surprised when I saw this in the catalogue, because I thought that maybe it looks kind of bare, just sitting there like a boat, but it is just a boat. I thought there might be some inserts or something to go with it, and no, this is it. It's 14 inches long, so it's a really big thing. I've never actually seen it before. So yeah, it's quite a rare thing. Literally not seen it before. I knew what it was because of the texture. I knew it was cloud glass just because it has that Davidson cloud glass look, and the colour as well. But yeah, I've never actually seen one in real life. I've probably flicked by it in the catalogue several times. But I knew immediately that's Davidson cloud glass. Anyway, here it is, and it's a pretty rare thing. Got a few paperweights here, but this is interesting. I've
I've seen this before, but not for ages. So yeah, we'll pick that out, get a date for it. I think it's 1930s.
This is the whitefriarsglassworks.com website, and this is the 1938 catalogue. And here is the bowl that we were looking at. And yeah, it comes in a whole pile of colours. So flint, sea green, gold amber, emerald, sapphire, sanctuary blue. So this is sapphire, the one we were looking at. Sanctuary blue is a very dark blue, and amethyst. And it also comes in 5 sizes. You could make a collection out of them, and you'd need to get about 30, I think, if you wanted to get all of them. Pattern number 7170. So 7170, there you go. 5 inches, 6.5, 7.5, I think that is, 9 and 10.5. So I think that one was about like a 7.5, maybe a 9. I'm not sure. I don't think it was a 10. Anyway, so there it is, 1938.
Got a few bits in here. I've got some Whitefriars in the back there, and Stuart crystal, green Stratford bowl. That's quite a good one. So it's not normally that big, raised up that high. And then we've got this giant posy vase, Nazing. Yeah, you don't see that very often.
I'm looking at the whitefriarsglassworks.com website, and yeah, so this is the catalogue from 1940, and this is the particular vase I think we were looking at. It's a 9094. Now this vase is not in the 1938 catalogue, so we can say either very late 30s or 1940, and it comes in a load of colours. So you've got flint, sea green, gold amber, emerald, sapphire. I think it was sapphire. It's very difficult to tell in the back of the cabinet there, and it comes in a bunch of different sizes, 6, 8, 10 inches. I'm not sure. We could only really see the top half. I think it might be a 10 inch. Not certain though. Looking at the 20th Century Glass website, I found the vase bowl, posy bowl. I might do a video on posy bowls some point, explain what it's about. But anyway, yeah, so there's not a lot here. There's no dates or anything. It is in a book. If I go back a page, check this out. There's loads of different shapes and colours in this range of works from Nazing. You see. So, see, they've got loads in here. So it is out there. I did look at the book, and I can get it for $66.75, so that's a no. So I thought I'd look at prices, and the prices are quite low. Now the one that we were looking at here, this one, where's it gone? Dun, dun, dun. This one, it's tiny. It's like 5 inches in diameter. Yeah, you get like about 6 daisies in there, and that would be it. So I was looking in here to sort what were the prices at, and if you wanted to collect this type of glass, it's quite cheap. I mean, this is quite cute. £15, and then £20, £12.50 for this one here. The prices are all, if you wanted to collect this different coloured cloud glass as something to get, it does seem quite cheap. And this one looks bigger. I did pull it up, and it's 27 centimetres across, which I think is probably a bit bigger than the one we were looking at. So the sizes of these green posy vases vary a lot, and then they've got different colours. There's like pink and yellow and all sorts of purpley colours and all sorts of things going on. So yeah, there's a lot out there, and I knew it was there. I've never really looked, and this is the first time I've gone, ooh, let me have a look, because I don't see it often out on the antiques centres and stuff. So maybe I'll try to keep my eyes open for it a bit more. But yeah, I'm quite impressed with this. And as a if someone wanted to collect this, looks like this is the moment, because it is not expensive. The only problem is that the book that's out there looks expensive. So I've set out to try and find that green bowl. This is the Stuart Crystal catalogue from 1927 that I've downloaded from the Stuart Crystal Collectors Facebook group. And yeah, this is the Stratford pattern, which that bowl was. And there's lots of shapes in the Stratford pattern. The pattern originally came out in 1921. This is 1927, and this is what they've got in their catalogue at that point. You can see there's quite a few different things, but there's no pedestal bowls here. By pedestal bowl, I mean like a bowl like this. This is just a grapefruit bowl here, but like a bowl like this on a stem. Yeah. Anyway, there's no pedestal bowls. There's only these two here. And then I went to 1938, and it's not here either. And I've been down to the bowls as well, and it's not, scrolled all the way through the whole lot. So this is what they've got for Stratford at that point. I've also been through, I've got the factory drawings, all the post-war factory drawings for every design they did post-war, and it's not there either. So what this tells me is it wasn't designed post-war. Yeah, because I've got literally every design, and it's not in the 1927 catalogue, and it's not in the 1938 catalogue. So I think it's a pre-war design, and it's probably somewhere between these periods that it was made, or if it was a pre-war design and they made it after the war still, but yeah, it didn't appear. It's not in the 1964 or 72 catalogues either. So yeah, difficult one to pin down. I think it's pre-war, made for a limited period between the catalogues that I've got. That's the only thing I can really suppose.
Got another bowl here listed as Whitefriars. Don't really recognise it. I'll try and find that. I'm wondering if it might. It's got a little pad foot. I'm wondering if it's a Wilson one. And then you got this, and I'm less certain that is White. So Whitefriars did do this stringing, but also Webb and Stevens and Williams. So yeah, I'm not so certain of that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where I'm going with this. Looking at the 20th Century Glass website, this is Stevens and Williams page, and they've got two of these threaded, trailed posy bowls here. This one is the one that seems the right size. If I do this, if this one has got a moving picture on it, look at this, and it seems to have the right amount of ribbing, but the threading on here seems softer than what we were looking at in the other one. And then if you go and look at the purple one, scroll back down to the right bit, where has it gone? In fact, actually look at this one here, look at this. This is more like what we were looking at, where the threading is very defined. Can you see what I mean? And it's got the same ribbing, and there's, if we go back again, there's this one which is even bigger, and this one's a bit more defined than the pink one, and there's another purple one where it's a bit more defined than this one. So yeah, I'm not 100% certain, but I think that posy bowl is Stevens and Williams. I've seen a few names flashed around for them. I've seen Whitefriars and I've seen Webb as well, but the only definitive reference I can find is this one. In fact, it's actually, I just noticed here, very similar design by Whitefriars would make an excellent addition. Yeah, I'm not certain. I think it's one of those situations where you would need one of each where you'd know for definite, and then you could compare the look and feel of them, because they are very similar. And also you'd have to know what colours they did, and I don't know the Whitefriars colours. I mean, that one we were looking at, if it was going to be any colour, the threading would be Sanctuary Blue, which is a very uncommon colour for Whitefriars. Looking at the whitefriarsglassworks.com website, and this is the 1938 catalogue, and this is the shape we're looking at, the 7170. Now, it talks about cloudy colours here. It's not saying this is moulded. I've been looking around, up and down, so to speak. Now, I know that this also comes in a ribbed wave, moulded pattern as well, in pure colours. I can't find it optically moulded, but the colour is right. It's the sapphire colour. So I'm pretty certain it's this shape with the optical moulding in sapphire. But can I find a reference for that? No. So yeah, I'm happy that it's Whitefriars, as close as I can get.
So before we wrap up, I'm going to go back to a little bit of sequence of film from part 2, where I couldn't find what it was. I thought it was something good, and it turns out it is something good because I found what it is. Yeah. So let's go back and have a look at something from part 2. Now, I've seen something cool here. Look at this. Will it even come out? Look at that. Oh, I think it might be Whitefriars in aqua. Yeah, I think. Get it back in. So I'm not going to rush and buy it because, yeah, I'm not supposed to be collecting that. But yeah, I think £28 might end up being a bit light for this. So yeah, that's quite a nice thing.
We're looking at the whitefriarsglassworks.com website, and this is the catalogue from 1940. Now, the bowl is in the 1938 catalogue, but it's only shown in profile. So yeah, these 5 lobes, can you see here? This is the same as the one we're looking at, and it's got a slightly pentagonal shape, so it's not quite circular. This is the bowl, and as I was alluding to, the colour that we saw is emerald. Okay, so emerald is one of the rarer colours for Whitefriars, so that price on that bowl is probably on the light side. Yeah, for the people that collect, there's not so many people that collect this era of Whitefriars glass, but yeah, that makes it a very desirable piece. You know, if it was one of the other colours, you know, sea green or amber are the least popular colours, probably, or most common colours from that period, and then you've got sapphire is probably separate, but emerald is the rarest colour in amongst the colour they've got, because they've got flint, sea green, golden amber, emerald and sapphire, but the emerald will be the rarest. So if anybody's looking for these, that is the one that they want.
So I hope you enjoyed that. The nazing glass was a bit of an interesting rabbit hole that I kind of disappeared down for a couple of hours, looking at what there was and what's around, and yeah, it's got me interested now. And so I'll be keeping my eyes open for that in future and trying to specifically pick bits out. So there's going to be a lot of parts to this. Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot. So I took over 100 bits of film, some of them didn't come out right. Yeah, so not every little bit's going to get in, but yeah, it's going to be long. So anyway, with that said, all the references I used will be in the description below. All of the contact details that I have for Kibworth Antiques will be in the description below. And thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, because it does really help my channel. I'm getting closer to the magic 1,000 subscribers. It feels like a million miles away as it crawls along, but it doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, anyway. Yeah, thank you for watching, and have a good night. Good night.